watching the Let's Chop It Up podcast with Kaya.
Man, welcome to the Let's Chop It Up podcast. And you see it to the right of me, I got a very special guest today. Man, you seen her on TV, YouTube, TikTok. Am I missing anything else?
I think that's everything.
She been everywhere. But we got Jhonni Blaze in the building, man.
Johnny.
Just Jhonni in the building.
Johnny. Hi, y'all.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm watching y'all sweat. I'm anemic, so I don't know.
Yeah, the room we got today, man. But we gonna get right into it though, man. And talk to me about like where you from, your upbringing and things like that.
I was born on Moody Air Force Base, Valdosta, Georgia. I've lived in New York, Germany, Berlin, Franklin, Detroit, Miami, New York, Queens, LA. I'm an Air Force kid, yeah. And I sing and I play instruments. I act. I'm an actress. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, we gonna before we get into the music and things like that, because that's where I was going next. But you said you was living in Germany and Berlin.
Mm-hmm. My parents, my mom is black and my dad's black, and my grandfather was in the Air Force. So when I was born, they went overseas for a little bit and then came back here to the States.
How was that living over there?
I was a kid. I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember
I was
nothing?
a baby. I want to go like now that I'm older and see like what it's about, because they told me it's pretty. So I'll probably be on my bucket list.
Yeah, you got to. But how did you get into music though? Because like I know you could sing, you could play 6 instruments, and you what is it, like the Beethoven music? What is it called? Classical music or something like that?
I'm like what they call me. They call me Blazetoven. Blazetoven.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit they call me. I was born with it. I figured out I could play instruments at like 6 years old, and then I just became intrigued by a bunch of other stuff. Like I was like, if I could do this, then I could do the other.
Right.
And it just went from there. And then I figured out I could sing by going into church and seeing that others like could sing and play instruments at the same time. I'm like, you could do that? And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me try that. So that's how that happened. Yeah. By the time I was 9, maybe like 8, 9, I was playing classical music.
Classical music, like what instruments?
Like Beethoven, Mozart, like violin, electric guitar, bass guitar, drums, piano, organ, keyboard, rolling, whatever it is.
So like that's like a crazy talent, like and like
pretty weird.
Like you said, you learned that in like where in school.
My
or
mom
something?
gave me a keyboard, and she brought some cassette tapes from Salvation Army. I think like some, like Goodwill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was cassette tapes of classical music.
Yeah.
And she gave it to me. She was like, figure it out. She didn't know. I mean, nobody knows naturally how to read music, so I just would hear by ear. I would hum something, and if it didn't match what the tone was of the tune of the piano, I knew it was wrong. So I was my own tuner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were really a jack of all trades then.
Yeah, man, that's a Gemini.
But right. Oh, you're a Gemini. I don't want to get in.
Gemini.
I don't want to get into the Gemini.
Man,
I used to deal with the Gemini.
What are you?
Guess. Take a guess.
Virgo.
I'll give you 2 more.
A Leo.
Nope.
A Libra.
No, I'm a Sagittarius.
Ugh. No, I'm playing. They don't cause no problems.
They say we terrorize people though. That's what they say.
Y'all probably do. I'm gonna have to look up who's the Sagittarius, see if y'all really be terrorizing people.
I know Bruce Lee, Jimi Hendrix.
Who's the Gemini?
Jimi Hendrix. No, just Sagittarius. I thought you said Sagittarius.
Jimi Hendrix. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
He get a pass.
Yeah.
He can be crazy. We got Kanye West. We got Kodak. We got Angelina Jolie. We got Brian McKnight. We got Prince. We got me. We got hella people that's Gemini.
Yeah, all two-faced.
I think Gunner, his manager's Gunner. We are not two-faced. We just got a lot of people in one area.
Yeah, Geminis. I used to deal with a Gemini in my time. And
we not terrible.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but sometimes she could flip the script. You know what I'm saying?
Just gotta love us. You gotta carefully love us.
Nah, I'm good on Geminis though. But so R&B is like your main, like your lane.
Yeah, I got with my label, which I'm with, my independent label, Green Team, and then I decided to switch over to R&B more. That's what they wanted to push, so we ended up pushing that. And I love R&B naturally, but I'm not just in that genre. So I'm gonna just say I am an entertainer, honey, because I can switch it up at any time. And that's what I love about like music in general. You don't have to stay in one lane if you want to.
Right.
You could jump to somewhere else. So.
Right. So like when you was little, like who was some of these artists that influenced you to even get into music?
I would say Sade, Beyonce, Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, Billie Holiday.
Talk closer to the mic.
Oh, Billie Holiday.
You could pull it to you
a
if you want.
couple of people. Like I didn't really have like one favorite. Like I had Lauryn Hill. It's just multiple sounds. I like sounds. I like different the way someone would sing, or Toni Braxton was another one. Brandy is like my ultimate.
Brandy's dope.
Brandy is so sick with it. I just love her.
Yeah.
Like she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are who I grew up off of in the 90s.
90s.
I was a 90 baby. So.
Yeah. But let's get into some of your mix you got now. I see you working with all types of artists. I see Nle Choppa. I see Trina. I see Young Boy. I see Light Skin Keisha. Just talk about the features and things like that.
The features just came with me just DMing people and being like, hey, what's up? I'm Jhonni.
Yo, Instagram is a #1 network source to me, in my opinion.
It really is. It really is. I play instruments, I sing, here's my stuff, and it works for me. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their own strategy, but mine was the internet, and I'm just really cool with this. I'm just like, hey, want to vibe? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, same thing with Trina, but I was already cool with Trina, and it just kind of had to build genuinely, which it already was genuine. So, and then the MACY GRAY, I co-wrote her record, Disco Song, and then she just released another record that I did background vocals for. So it's really just intertwining with everything that you do and just being yourself. Like, I'm not trying to be anything else but me. Like, I'm not trying to sugarcoat. I like dancing. Yeah. I like, not that I dance like I'm talking about stripping, but I mean, I just like being me. I like doing TikToks. I like being vibrant. I like, getting money. Like, I just like being myself. I don't want to be something that I'm not. It's going to fail eventually. Yeah. So it's either you're going to accept me for who I am or not. And the only thing that people couldn't accept at that time was really the temper. So I just calmed that shit down and started DMing folks like, you want to ride? Right. You want to rock with me? And they're like, yeah. So we just did records and they worked.
To the people, though, that's like a shame or think they too cool, like to DM somebody to get some work in. Don't ever be ashamed, because that's what it's there for.
I haven't danced in about to be 8 years. I'm focused. I'm not trying to hear. I'm not going to hear a no. Like, that's just really how you got to. It's a mental thing. Right. It's a mental thing.
Right. So I was going to stay away from that question, but you said you didn't dance in 8 years, you said? Mm-hmm. So how was that experience dancing? You was dancing in what, Houston or?
Everywhere. I traveled everywhere, like over 350 cities. Yeah. And I don't know, it was never my thing. I was always a singing girl. Right. Wherever I was at, there's like, oh, this is the that can sing. Yeah. This is the girl that can sing. Right. And so it never left me. It's just what I wanted the most, which is my music, which is what I'm doing now. So now it's just, oh, that's Jhonni. She can sing. She's goofy. she be doing TikToks and shit and singing. And so I'll take that over anything.
But I know, like, that dancing bag was crazy. Like, every night you get in that bag.
It was cool, but not as much as what I'm doing now. Okay. 10 to 3 in the morning, you're dancing. When 10 to 3 as a musician, you could be in the studio cooking up with people and writing and just enjoying what you really love. So I don't miss that part. Okay. Money's cool. I don't even miss that. Like, I just miss the great people that I met. Right. And when I do go, like, to those clubs, I still, like, see them and, show love and stuff, but it was never me. Right. It never fit me. I never just fit in. It was always something. Either she thinks she better or jealous, or I'm like, look, I'm just trying to get a bag and get the fuck on. No, for a fact. I don't care about shit else. I don't know what y'all got going on back in this dressing room. Right. It ain't for me. Right. So.
And that wasn't your passion either, though. Like, like, music is your passion. This is what you want to do.
I would be humming in the locker room, butt ass naked, just getting ready, putting deodorant on, everything, just getting ready, and just humming my ass off. Jhonni sing a song, bitch, this is not karaoke. Well, you coming to get some money, but I always sung.
Be in a whole different world back there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A different world than other people. Mm-hmm. And that's how I knew I didn't fit. I never really fit anywhere that I was at, because I always wanted more for myself. I was never content with just being right there and just being like, okay, this is acceptable. Mm-hmm. So,
no, for real. But let's get back to the features, though. Talk about the vibe that you did with Nle Choppa, like, you know what I'm saying, like the vibe of the song and, know?
That was a vibe.
I mean, the video was a vibe too.
Yeah, he was in town in LA. He was like, "Look, I got 2 hours on me." I'm like, "Well," I went and looked up all this stuff and trying to get everything done in 2 hours, makeup, hair, outfit, and stuff. And I'm like, you know what, cool. When he got there with his group, he just seen all the stuff and just me wanting it so bad, he ended up staying like 6 hours.
Right.
So I was just like, cool, but it was genuine. It wasn't like, oh, you got to pay me to be there. It was really like, you know what, I see you grinding, and I'm going to do this for you, and it worked. Right. The same thing with Trina. It was just a vibe.
Yeah,
it's always a vibe.
Talk about working with Trina though, because you know that's a lot of young girls' dream to work with. You know, she's like a legend out here.
She's everything. She's funny as hell. She just we goof too much every time. We can never stay serious. It's like her team is exactly how my team is. Like, she doesn't have many girls. I don't have many girls. She keeps to her people, and boy, they should have never gave us that blunt on set. Oh man, we got that blunt. Crazy. I looked at her. I was like, "You got a blunt?" She said, "You know I do." I was like, "You know we can smoke on set, right?" And I was like, "For real?" She said, "Yeah." So we just was kicking it, and it was so cool. Like, we was giggling at everybody. They couldn't keep us with a straight face for no longer than 20 seconds. We just laughed at everything, but it was so real. That has to be one of my favorite female artists, like in MACY. Yeah. MACY's funny as hell. Yeah. MACY is funny. I would never forget. I ended up going to her house, and she was watching Family Guy, and over her TV, she got all these awards. Yeah. Just very, like, humble. Like, and I'm just like, shit, your vibe with overalls on, just chilling, because she know who she is. It's just like, right. I don't have to pretend to be anything else with myself, and I love that. And she's like another friend that I'm like thankful that, hey, I have friends in the industry that rock with me, so she know her identity and stuff like that. Yeah. But and you got a single that's going real crazy on TikTok. I didn't know it was you at first. I just heard it on TikTok though. I really didn't know it was that. It's right. Yeah, I didn't Cause it's like, that's everything. Like when I went to Trina's concert and I fell into the speaker on set. Yeah. And I put my "It's Alright" behind it. I really was tooting that ass to her other song, "Pull Over That Ass Too Fat." I heard a damn song. That shit just sounds so good in the speakers at the concert, and I just lost it. And that foot kind of slid. I said, you know what? This is promo for "It's Alright." Right. Because it's alright. I didn't die. Right. And so when I posted it, it did 500,000 views, and I said, I'm glad, because you know the reels equal into your streams and stuff like that. So I was like, well, you know what? Right. I was going to ask about that, but I ain't want to just be like, yo. Oh, I don't be caring. When they filmed it, they was like, Johnny, you got to delete that. I said, who deleting what? Who deleting what? I'm about to show this before somebody else out in the crowd posted I busted my ass. Right. It's like I've always lived by that Eminem shit. Like, right. I'm going to Eminem myself before you play with me. Right. I'm going to expose myself of everything before you play with me, because it's nothing for me. I'm not ashamed of anything. You laughing at me or throwing stuff in my face, I don't be giving a fuck about none of this shit. Right. I mean, you got to embrace it, though, so that way you won't be embarrassed. And it was funny. I look back, I said, this shit kind of funny. Now, how can I market this? Put my song behind it. It worked. 500,000 people cracking up laughing, and my song's behind it. It's all right. So I guess it worked. Thanks, TikTok. All right. TikTok is another stream. TikTok that's a whole nother level of like it's like a monster. Like, it's like, yeah, and it's, if you use it the right way, it's amazing. Yeah. I always see you when they're doing the skits with the little YouTubers and stuff like that. Because I wanna have a bag everywhere. My main thing is music, but if you just intertwine them, when they ask me hey, can you do this? Or can you be the big black girl that does this? Okay, cool. Can you, since you have a big following, can you do a skit with me with my song in the back? Right. And it works. Right. Same thing like Country Wayne, and shout out to Major. Like he was like, and I didn't know I was gonna drop "It's Alright" yet. He said, what song do you want to put? I said, I want to put "It's Alright." And he was like, oh, I ain't never met a singer. That's when we did a skit, and then it worked later on, because when I dropped, I said, I could just repost it, and it worked. So it's like, it's not you do for me, I do for you. It's just like you gotta market everything together eventually, and it works. So that's what's up. But I want to get into like the studio vibe. Like, nowadays we in that era where artists, people be like, I don't write my notes down. All right. What's your studio like vibe? Like, do you like write? Do you go in there and catch the vibe to the beat? Like, what's the? Lately, I've been doing it without phone or without writing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm human. So I had a long damn day. Okay.
All good.
I had a long freaking day.
Yeah.
With me, I just need a candle and some weed.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm not ashamed. I guess because singers is different. Like I have writers. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm in my bag by myself. Sometimes I won't have my phone. Sometimes I won't write down shit. That shit just come to me naturally. But you have to be so secure with yourself as an artist to be like, I don't care what nobody thinks. You singing a song, ain't you? It's going #1 on the billboards, ain't it? All right. I felt Cardi when she said that. She's like, yo, you love the song. Why does it matter who wrote it? Mm-hmm. Like, to me, my opinion shouldn't matter as a rapper or a singer. But I guess it's more sensitive with rappers because everything's supposed to be, oh, you're supposed to write your own stuff. But nowadays, exactly. As long as you love a song, who matter? Who cares? I even seen some rappers that shout out, hey, this person wrote this for me, and you like it. Right. So, I don't know. That's my strategy. I just have a group of people. I got live instruments, everything, because you never know what vibe you're going to catch.
All right. Y'all will never be ashamed to be like, yo, this person helped me on it. It's okay to get
I'm definitely not ashamed. That the records I got with people, from Fredo Bangs and Neo to Boosie, Kevin Gates, Shots to Wale, Elephant Man, Beanie Man, Trina, MACY GRAY, Nle Choppa.
Talk heavy.
I'm talking heavy because niggas was telling me I was going to be in a ditch somewhere. Like, and I couldn't make things possible. Yeah. I think I done forgot some people. I done said so many people. Like Skin Keisha, One Play, freaking Jeremiah, Tory Lanez. See what happens? Just forgetting.
That's like, about 20 people you just named right there.
And half of them not even out yet. I'm just sitting on them. Not because legally I can't drop them. I take a time with precious things. Right. Certain things. Especially it took 3 years before I dropped this, all right? Right. It took a year before I did the Nle Chopper. It took 7 months before I dropped Trina. It's timing, it's patience. You just got to have the patience.
Yeah, I feel like you do. Patience is key to everything. It's like Nipsey said, it's not a race, it's a marathon, you know what I'm saying? You take your time with stuff.
You take your time. You pace yourself. You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't know, though, like you said, like you have songwriters with you in the studio, but you're actually a songwriter, too, and you wrote for a legend. But I'm going to let you say who you wrote for.
I wrote for MACY GRAY, the disco song that's out right now, and did background vocals for her song featuring Mano. Yeah. And I just shouted her out, like, just thank you. And she's like, did we just get started? I'm like, huh? Tell me about that now. I'm ready. Don't play with me.
Talk about the experience working with her, though. Like,
she's amazing. I met her in person on Valentine's Day. And we was in LA. She's like, what you doing Valentine's Day? At that time I had somebody and I was like, nothing. We just, chilling. She's like, you want to go to the studio? I'm like, sure. It's funny because this year, Valentine's Day, that was last year. This year, Valentine's Day, I ended up doing my record with Tory Lanez. So it's just like, if I can get a record every day, every time on Valentine's Day for somebody, that'd be great. Yeah. Working with her was super cool. She's like, yeah, just chill out. She had live band everywhere. The guy that played the sample of the guitar for Estelle, the song American Girl, he's the one that did my record, just contributing to it. And then she's like, want to smoke? I'm like, sure. Like, we just kicked it. She gave me some orange whiskey from some country, and I almost died, but...
Orange whiskey.
It was strong. It was pretty strong. And she drunk it like it was simple. And she's super cool. And she gives me a vibe of somebody that just doesn't care about what people say. Yeah. She just care about herself, her family, her money, and her fans, and just her. Like, nothing affects her.
And that's why she's successful the way she was.
Yeah, she's super dope. Super fire.
Yeah. So, the people that you didn't work with, who were some of these? Give me 3 to 5 artists that you want to work with now that's in the game right now. R&B, rap. Who?
SZA.
Oh, I thought you said Scissor. I'm like, who is that?
SZA, because it's how I pronounce. Everybody got their own little way of saying people's names. Just like we were saying Ariana Grande, and it's Ariana Grande.
That's really how you pronounce her name?
I'm mad. I never knew this.
That's how you pronounce her name?
Yeah. Grandi or Grandi. Grande. It's not Grande, though. It's just she... Somebody said you had to work calling me the wrong name for this long. Why change it? Right. I'm like, nah, I want to call her right name now.
Right.
SZA, I would have to say Summer Walker.
That's a vibe.
Beastie. The City Girls, Cardi B, Nicki, Beyonce. People be like, that's too high. You can't never think too high. Yeah. So
how is that too high?
Blink 182. I like the band. Evanescence, I want to work with, and Paramore.
That's they got that Ain't It Fun song. Yeah. I like that song.
Yeah. So I got a different variety of people. Wyclef. I don't know. I look at little things and I'm like, I want to work with the best. And to me, those people are the best.
Yeah.
They're pretty fire.
See that?
Brandy.
She loves some brandy.
Man, what? What? Baby will rift the baby down. What?
But that brings me to my next question though. Like, that you mentioned Panamore. Like, I feel like you're like a person that just don't stick to one like style. Like, will we ever see like a a K Michelle got like country album,
Yep,
right?
I have all that stuff.
Would you do like a rock and roll? I can see you do like a rock and roll album or something like that.
If it sound right and if it's great, try it, do it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fail it. You just gotta critique it. But yes, I have records that I be like, bro, what made me this shit hitting, boy? Look.
Cause like you already play like 7 instruments, so like I could see you with the guitar and the rock and roll, the drums, something dope like that, playing the piano on it.
That's my thing. Like that's what I want to start showing in my shows. I do it in my shows. I do it in my videos. I don't want to be anything different.
Yeah, oh, that's dope.
The whole band.
That's dope. So one could be looking forward to a different switch up from Jhonni.
Well, I'm supposed to be dropping May 6th, hopefully, called Reasons. June 3rd, P-Valley airs, and I was filming for a little time on there. So
we're going to get into that.
Going into movies and music, yeah.
We're going to get into that, definitely, most def. But it's a big thing in the industry right now where I feel like Mulatto started it. She was on Big Boy in the Neighborhood, and she said it's hard to work with male talent. Like when you try to get like a feature or something from them.
I think she started it for this day and age. I've been hearing women say that for a long time. It is.
So like what's your experience? For people that don't know what we're talking about, Mulatto said that like when you want to get a feature for a male, they want more than just the music, right?
Not everybody does. I mean, some people, yeah, they do. People do give you a hard time. It be women that give a woman a hard time.
Yeah.
You really can't. It's like a toss-up.
Yeah.
You just don't know, but it's how you carry yourself. So I don't blame her for saying it because it's difficult.
But like, what's your experience with that?
Yo,
like,
people know not to play with me.
They know not to play with you.
Not saying that they play with her. Maybe because you know she's more common. Like she's a sweetheart. Like Mulatto is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She's super like just kind. I've never seen her do nothing out the way. I'm straight bitch. Like you know what I'm saying. Even when she might be like that, and it still don't work. Because people just don't respect you. Like, they don't respect me. They wouldn't respect that. And then it's like when you demand that respect and you want it, it's just like people get mad because you coming at them. Well, you should have never came at me like that. You know what I'm saying? So, with me, it's just, I don't even, if you're going to act like that, I don't even want the feature.
Right.
You have it.
Right.
I'm going to get something better.
Right.
I promise you. I had a couple people do that to me, and I said, I'm going to get something better. It's cool. You want to take your time on giving me this feature back? Oh, I just seen you do a record with Neil. This is super cool. You know, I want to circle back, and then circle again because I ain't going to be. You can circle back on somebody else. You're not about to circle back on me. I'm going to decide if I want that circle back and if it's even worth it. The majority of the time, no.
All right.
It's not.
You ain't gonna.
I don't even want to deal with it.
You ain't gonna give us the juice?
Because the first time you did it wrong. No, I mean, just in general, I'm making an example. I never really had. I just nipped that in the bud. I'm so serious. I'll be like, I'm out.
Right.
I ain't about to argue with you. I'm not about to beg you.
Right.
For no record and as talented as I am.
Right.
I'm not, and it works every time. I get a feature that's way bigger.
Right. That's like God saying like I'm gonna give you
like,
something better.
Don't worry. Like this little bear. Remember that meme with the big bear behind his back, and you got the little bear, and he's like, "Give me the big bear. Give me the little bear. I got something bigger for you."
Yeah.
It's a picture of God with a big bear behind him, and it's a little girl that got a little bear. She's like, "I don't want to give my bear up," and he's trying to give her a bigger blessing, basically, like a bigger thing. That's how I see it. Like sometimes you just gotta go with your instincts. If it's not for you, keep on moving. Somebody gonna jump on this track.
Right.
And it's for you. What's for you is for you.
No, for sure. That's words of wisdom right there.
Like for real.
She just dropped the jewel.
Tell me no. Okay, I'm not gonna find. It's gonna come to me, and that's what it's gonna be.
No, that's a fact.
I promise you, it happens. If you just gotta speak it.
Right. In existence, manifest things too. But you mentioned P Valley, but you had like quite an experience on TV, like doing like Love and Hip Hop growing up. What is it? Growing up, hip hop, P Valley. Just talk about your experience with them 3 shows and like which one, if you could rate them your favorite to your least favorite.
P-Valley is my number 1, because that's where I want to be. That's not reality TV. That's movies. That's shows.
Okay.
I don't never want to do reality TV unless it's my own show, which I'm working on, and I don't want to. It's just not my thing. It's not. You'll think it's one way and then it's not. So it's just those are my least.
All right. The reality.
Yeah, I can't do it. I love the staff. They're sweet, cool, but
With your coworkers and stuff like that, or just like, or like
and
the other castmates.
Production be pissing you off. Production will piss you off so bad you think you're going to Fulton County. Promise you. I swear, you just be looking at people like you know you're going to Fulton. Orange suit, here I come. Blue suit, here I come.
Like, is Love and Hip Hop really crazy how it would look to us?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I was on like the beginning, like season 6. So I don't know. I have no idea what they are. Like sweet people, but just not for me.
Oh, it didn't really. You didn't really stay that long.
God didn't want me to stay long.
God didn't stay that long. You good?
He was like, you gotta go.
But what about the growing up hip hop? Did you doubt? What about that vibe?
I did what I need to do, show people who I am, and then make amends with people, and then just keep it moving. It's not for me.
No, for sure.
Reality TV is not for me. I can't do it.
Right.
People be thinking, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Right.
So I just branched off at other things that I enjoyed. I enjoyed being on P-Valley side. I enjoyed being on the movie that I'm in, Send the Movie. It's an independent film. And I have my own role. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm actually doing 100 pages, reading them just to learn my script and the atmosphere around it. Like, I want to do stuff like that. Yeah. I'm going to do stuff like that. I want to do.
Oh, yeah, like I said, manifest that joint, man. You definitely is. But you said you got your own reality show you're working on. Can you talk about it, or you can't let the cat out the bag yet? Okay.
No.
What about movies, like real life movies, like?
Those are in the works. I can't talk about those either.
She got some.
The only one that I could talk about is the independent film, because I think we're about to release soon, which is Send the Movie, and then P-Valley. They just announced June 3rd.
Let's talk about it.
Yep. And that's really it.
You want to talk about it?
About what?
The independent film you said, or like?
Send the Movie.
Yeah.
It's about a girl that is dealing with bipolarism. Like, she's one person and another, and then I'm the friend that is a friend of. I'm the friend that's the friend of the crazy girl.
Yeah.
And I'm just the one that just be setting people up, killing them and stuff, taking their watches and shit. And pew, pew. Like,
you got the bad role in the movie, huh?
I got the bad role. Ooh, tomatoes. Nah, I'm playing.
That's the role everybody want though in the movie is the villain. You know what I'm saying?
Clacket. Boy, them fake guns had me rolling, boy.
Oh, fake guns and everything?
I was like, freeze! No. Hands up!
That's funny. That's funny. But you've been like in the industry, I could say, for like a minute, right? And you've been around like a lot of people. But who was that one particular person that fucked your head up, that like knew you, like came up to me like, yo, you Jhonni, I know you, I like your work? Who was that? Like a Jay-Z or Beyonce?
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. What was that experience like?
I was like, because she just got up a stage at Spotify, big Spotify artist of 2019, and I was walking, I was like, oh shit, it's Billie. Hey Billie, it's me, Jhonni. She's like, bitch, I know it's you. I know it's you. We got a video of it too. It's super funny. She's like, I know who you are. I'm like, oh my God, can I have a hug? She's like, yes, what is wrong with you? And then she's hugging me. We took pictures, and security was like, she has to go. And so she's like, nah. And I'm just taking pictures. Then I see Nas, Lil Nas, and I'm like, hi, I'm Jhonni. He's like, what is up with you doing that shit back here? Like,
right.
we know who you are, right? I'm like, I don't know. It's a habit saying, hi, I'm Jhonni.
Right.
And so those were the two funniest moments. But Billie was super funny because she was just like, bitch, I know it's you. Everybody knows who you are. And I'm like, it just made me smile just to feel the love and stuff. So those two were the funniest shit because they had the same like expression. They were like, what's wrong with her?
But that's like how you like introduce yourself type stuff.
Yeah, and I can't help it. I'm just like, hi, I'm Jhonni. Like, I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Like, you know me? It don't even feel right. Like,
you know, summer coming. You know what I'm saying? It's already hot outside.
Ain't no more putting makeup on your butt to try to cover the blemishes. Just go ahead and knock that bitch out.
What? People put makeup on?
Yeah, well, that's what dancers used to do when they have like a mark or something like that, or from the pole when they're flipping and stuff. They put like this. It's a certain type of like acting makeup. It's like that very thick, so it doesn't smear. You got to dry it a little bit, blow dry, and then you think they got smooth skin like a mug.
Oh, man.
I was one of them until that shit smeared on my friend. That I was dancing for, and you just see nothing but brown.
And you said, nah, I ain't doing this no more.
I ain't doing this shit no more. You gonna take these stretch marks. You gonna take these stretch marks. He was in a wheelchair, too. Mr. Willie.
He was in a wheelchair, huh?
Yeah, he used to hide his ones up under his legs because they don't move. So niggas used to just walk past him, and I'm like, that nigga got a bag.
Yeah.
Something, PPP loan or something. I don't know what the hell. This back then, maybe they didn't have PPP loan. I don't fucking know. But I got it up out of him. You hear me?
Right. Oh, so like like men can use it too, or I mean the makeup you said.
Yeah, that makeup was for anything. It's for actors, that makeup. But and what girls would use it to cover up their spots. You ever heard somebody say, damn, that stripper got gunshot wounds and stuff? And
Yeah.
And them bitches will hide the stuff with that makeup. And you don't see the gunshot wounds no more.
See, I never knew that. See, I just got some behind the scene things that go at the strip club.
You got to go to one of them ratchet clubs in Atlanta. You going to see it. I ain't going to say the name, though. I ain't, you know.
Man, off camera, man, let me know. Maybe we'll pull up on it.
List.
Is it lit on Tuesdays?
That's one of them. It's one of them different vibes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send you to the good ones.
Okay, but you're a pretty outgoing person. It seems like. But what's some things that you're into that nobody would know? Like some things you don't know about Jhonni, like that you're into. Like
I read Harry Potter online, like all the books.
Harry Potter.
I like books, like fairy tales and stuff like that. Like it's weird. Like I watch Sailor Moon, Powerpuff Girls, Bob's Burger, Rick and Morty, Squidbilly, that jail cartoon where the jail people be killing each other and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been watching it. I don't know why. I like watching Read a Rainbow, little lamb chop that be in a tree.
Yeah.
Him too. He died. They said the person that played him died. Man, that shit hurt my heart. Why he had to go out like that?
Somebody died today.
Me up. I hope it's not Big Bird.
No,
Big Bird died too. The person that
did?
played in Big Bird. Yeah. Sesame Street.
Like a legend that died today. He's been in a lot of kid movies. I forgot his name. He had like the funny voice and stuff like that.
Man, that should be hurting little kid when it's like a childhood person.
It's like,
remember a little nigga with the afro? They used to paint. Old school dude. They used to paint with the fro. You never used to see that. It was right after Reading the Rainbow.
You want to show me that when we get off this.
Man, it's a white dude with a fro, and he sat there painting and shit. See, what's your background? I'm not. You know, what's your background? Spanish.
Asian.
Exactly, and he know.
Yeah, man, I got it. What about your friend?
Everybody know the white dude with the afro, Dre. You know the white dude with the afro that used to sit there and paint them damn trees and stuff.
He with me.
He used to be like this.
Nah, he with
and
me.
He used to paint. Pull the picture up and you'll see him. He gonna know. It's a damn shame.
Please.
He is considered black.
He had the white button up on?
Man, yes.
Oh,
they used to sit there painting and had the tempo voice, the quiet voice.
Okay, I got
like,
you.
So you swipe this
Yeah,
way.
he had the white button.
Can't do too much right here because it'll be too blemishy.
Let me see that.
Tell me you don't know this man.
Yeah, with
Stop
the white button
playing
up
with
on.
me,
Yeah,
man.
I knew it was.
Show Dre, look. You know that man. Stop playing with that man. You tell me you don't know that man. Exactly.
He said, I seen her fake that.
Everybody know him. So I watch that type of stuff. That's the stuff that people don't know. I watch cartoons to sleep. I don't know. I just like colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 80 watching fucking Squidbilly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
My
that.
grandma's
That's
up
the fuck
to
I'm
watch
talking
it
about.
like that.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
What they talking about?
Is Pokemon considered anime? Like,
Pika fucking chew.
see, I can't get into the anime stuff like Boondocks.
I be thinking that I'm one of them little things and leash my ass out and just flame upon. I want to be Snorlax so I can roll on bitches. You feel me? Or Charlotte's Salamander. What do you know what the fuck I was talking about?
Yeah. See, I never was like an anime type person.
I was. Boy, I thought I had powers. I swore I thought it was storm. When it was a big ass storm in Florida, the wind was blowing and I squeezed my eyes and it stopped. Boy, I thought I was the shit. Boy. My grandmother had one more time to kick me outside. Boy, I was going to put that goddamn Benadryl in her drink and just storm out.
Oh, shit.
Put my eyes to the back like this. She smacked the shit out of me like, bitch, this is not it. You got to start watching X-Men, too.
X-Men, yeah.
I am a Marvel baby.
Yeah. See, I was more like a Nickelodeon type. Like,
Get
know
your
what I'm saying?
Wand ass. That's Disney.
Nickelodeon?
Shit.
No, I wasn't. It was Nickelodeon was better than Disney, though. And Marvel
Disney
and all
pissed me
that.
off with the damn wand. I always wanted to be one of them kids that had that fucking wand.
Yeah.
And I realized everybody that had the damn wand got fucking issues. Every last one of them look at Orlando.
Yeah. Oh, shit. He just had an interview on Adam 22. I was watching
He's
it.
actually a sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, you met him before?
No, I've never met him. I don't know. He spoke about me, which I've never met him a day in my life.
What did he say about you?
I have no idea. Neither do I give a fuck. But the point was,
Yeah.
he just was talking crazy. But you can see people's pain, and you see they just be wanting to change, and people don't. Same thing they do to me.
Yeah.
So I've seen clips of him just being better. I hope he's better.
Yeah.
You know. So.
I mean, he been out the limelight for a minute, but now he just got back in it, like going on Adam 22 and all that.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Let's get like to more like a serious thing, because I seen like watching a couple of interviews. You said you're real big on like mental health, and mental health is like the biggest thing in this generation right now. So just
of course.
talk about why mental health is so important to you.
I just feel like it's overlooked, especially in the Black community. Like, we don't talk about it. We think that we've been through everything else, and we can overlook the things that we've been through, that we don't see that this is a major thing in not just the Black community, the minorities in general. That's the biggest thing, that death tolls are high, and homicides, domestic violence. It all starts like from either like depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolarism, schizo, like just all these things. And people just be like, oh, just take medication, or oh, they're just overreacting. No, you don't know what this person's going through.
Right.
So I always use my platform to just talk about it. Like, I give people breathing lessons. I'm big on the Calm app. I'm big on meditation, yoga, punching. Get you a couple of plates from Salvation Army and go in the back of your yard with a baseball bat and hit them bitches. Like,
Right.
I just try to do my best to show people ways of coping. Since some don't want to take medication, some don't want to go get help. They want to do it the different way. And so there's so many ways to be happy. It's just kind of overshadowed because sometimes we are in a depressed state. We just need somebody to say we love you, or just that encouraging word. And I've had thousands of DMs of helping people, and it feels good to see them in a better space and place.
Right.
Like in their life.
Right. It's no like problem going to get help, talking to somebody, going to therapy, going to counseling.
Not.
It's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. And like, you know what I'm saying? So if you like, just give a message to the people that like want to need somebody to give them advice. Like, what would you give?
Yeah, like, even if you don't have friends, you can talk to God. You could be in a corner. You could write notes about what you feel. You could scream. You are allowed to cry. You're allowed to feel depressed. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what do you do after that? Remember, Beyonce was like, she said, I take a day to cry about something, and the next day it's over. That's
Right.
it. You could be strong like her. You might be weak like me. Like, I was weak. I've built it up now, but it's so many things. Praying. There's nothing wrong with calling that number and just getting some help. Doesn't make you any less than anybody else. It's just make sure that you care about yourself first, and make sure you focus on building yourself before you build other people.
That's
and
real.
Don't tell your business all the time, because people tend to just throw it back on you.
Yeah.
Try to hurt you, try to harm you, and it's just going to make you in a worse state. Like, really care about your mental out here. Really ask yourself, do I like feeling like this? Does my friends know? My friends be knowing. Like, if I'm down, hey, can y'all come over and cheer me up? Let's go somewhere. Like, I refuse to just sit there and let my life go to waste because I'm letting depression kick my ass.
Right.
No, that's just not it. It's not cool.
And I was watching like a little bit of your story on your like other interviews, and like things you said you went through, and you still like smiling, having fun, and you like, I commend you for that, because like a lot of people would have been like, I'm done with this shit.
I go home, I cry. Shoot, I wanted to cry this morning for no reason. It's just, that's what, we're human. Like, you know how they say Black men, they don't ever show tears. They don't show like a feeling. That's because we stereotype and make it seem like men, just men in general, not even Black men should not have this feeling. You are a sissy or whatever it is if you cry. Like, that's unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair to do that. That's where the problems come in from, because other people are stereotyping and putting their input that is not a fact, it's an opinion. Yeah. I would love a man that expresses their self, and if they want to cry, they could cry.
Right. Because like we taught, especially in the Black community, to be tough and stuff. You ain't supposed to cry. You got to be hard and all this and that. I see Wallow267 say it a lot on his podcast, and he say like, in the ghetto, like, Black men is supposed to be tough and this and that, and you're not supposed to let your emotions out. But that's completely false. You're supposed to let your emotions out.
I mean, I think it's all in how, that's true to an extent, because it's like where you grow up at. It's like, if you grow up in a society that's like that, you're bound to think that, because you don't know the other options. Yeah. It's like somebody being racist, but then they start seeing that, let's say if they're racist towards Black people, but then they see Black people are wonderful, then their wife ends up being Black and stuff. Things could shift. Right. Because you are only taught what you know, the older you get and you branch out of that, you're like, that's not what I want to do. That's not it. Right. This is it. So it's all up to you. Your parents could teach you so much. People around you, your friends and stuff, could teach you so much growing up. But you have your own mind and your own brain. It's up to you to whatever you want to think or feel. Right. It's not up to them.
Right.
So.
And I'm glad you think that way too, because it'd be a lot of the females too be telling you ain't supposed to cry, you ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
That's weird. They probably never cried a day in their life.
People never got loved right way.
They probably never been loved right. They probably want that tough gangster dude, and that same tough gangster dude is probably either whooping their ass or saying something degrading them as a person because they have all this stuff built up inside of them because they're hurt and they're lashing out at you.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want and be arguing and toxic all damn day, then kudos to you. But I want my man to cry if it's necessary.
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Like, at least have a reason for it. Like, I understand somebody passed away. You expect the man to just be stern. Then when they're like that, women always want that. But then when they're so stern and they have no emotion, then they complain.
Right.
You don't have feelings. You don't express yourself. Well, you think it's lame for me to even cry about stuff that you should really cry about.
Right.
So why would I show you anything else?
Right.
So you're kind of like stripping somebody from being fully themselves because they're afraid to even shed a tear in front of you because they feel like they'll lose you because you think they're weak.
Yeah, soft or something like that.
Yeah, and you're soft. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird shit going on nowadays. But I'm in the beginning of the interview, I said Jhonni Blaze, and you said just Jhonni. You don't go by Blaze no more?
I took the Blaze out, so it's, hi, I'm Jhonni.
Oh, see, I had a question about, because you said you like to smoke, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't the reason why. I just got it because it was a boyish name. I heard someone say it in the family, and I was like, that's going to be my name. And then I realized, though that I got, like, I'm not a rapper. Yeah. And I caught somebody do the lamest shit. They were like, oh, my God, I love you. I'm such a big fan of yours. You could rap your ass off. And I'm like...
What?
I'm like, all right. I don't fucking rap.
Right.
Rap, sing. I don't do neither one of those, ma'am.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean. Girl from the Love and Hip, I said, that's where you know me from. Don't lie and say, I said, I'm going to fix this shit. So I legally got it, take it off, and now it's Jhonni.
Just Jhonni. Because that was going to bring me to my next question, because you know everybody's like tapping into like the cannabis company. And then I feel like you say you smoke, but
I was
like
thinking about doing
your
it.
name is a perfect like for a strand name. Like,
I mean, I could do it for that, but for my singing, no. Jhonni is better.
Yeah.
I just like Jhonni.
Would you ever tap into the cannabis company?
Yes, I'm a smoker, of course.
Yeah. What would you call it? Like your strand?
Blaze.
Blaze. See, that's what I was saying. You got the perfect name for it.
I use my middle name for my lashes, Von Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
So Lash by Von Krishna. I always thought that my real names would just do something. Like Choppa is my first name, so that would be my clothing line, and then Von Krishna. You got to start with an idea and just start little. I started out with 100 lashes, sold out in 2 weeks, probably less than that. And I was just like fake promoting, like here and there. My friends were buying my boxes before I can get them out. So I didn't have enough to distribute because I was testing it out. And my friends just every day, I need a box of lashes. Give me some lashes. And I look at my little box that I got. It's a little box on the side. And there's money in there because they don't even tell me. They just come see me or whatever, get a box, put the money in there. And I'm like, all right, let me get 300.
Right.
Let me get 700. And it does it every time. And I'm like, you know what? Start small. You get big.
And I know you're making that bad because, like, it's some girls that can't even step out the house without having lashes on. So I know, like,
I was one of those very insecure. Like, now I purposely don't wear makeup because I want my, like, skincare. I'm big on that. Like, if I see a zit, I panic. I want my skin to be better. Like, I don't want to wear makeup all the time because if we didn't have that old weave, like, what y'all gonna do?
Right.
You hate your face? Like.
Yes, a lot of them girls not like happy with themselves either.
Yeah,
nowadays.
you can't
like,
be,
crazy.
and then they be the ones that bash the next one and make them feel insecure in their group. Now you got somebody else adding on to your group, and it all falls down into insecurities, everything. I battle that. Yeah. That's how I know. But people will never be honest like me.
Yeah,
be like, I ain't battling that bitch. You about jealous as a motherfucking whistle, bitch. Don't even.
Jealous as a whistle though.
Bitch, you jealous. Whistle mad at the hummingbird because they could be louder. Like, bitch, you one of them.
Right.
You mad at something that's like, come on, make it make sense. Like, it don't. Right. There's no need for that.
Yeah, like one of my last questions is, I seen you was on the shade room scrolling, and I seen you was hitting the pads with the boxing gloves with heels on.
I just seen somebody from Africa, a guy that was in heels.
Oh, word?
Boxing.
Yeah.
But people don't know 1920s. That's what
I was
they had
gonna ask
women do.
what was the reason? Like, what's the reason?
They have women do that to balance. If I have on heels, and I'm training, I'm 3-4 years in of training, so I know my balance.
Yeah. You're
not going to want to twist that ankle.
Yeah.
So you're going to do everything damn near perfect, the step, everything to make sure you do not twist that ankle.
Yeah.
And if you you twist it, I mean that's on you.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have a different type of mindset to really be stern. And so people be just thinking I do things to be viral. No, I wake up and sometimes shit just be funny to me.
Right.
Sometimes I'll see a TikTok and I'll be like, I know my big ass if I do it. And be like, how big ass get down there? How she able to flip and stuff? And I'm just like, I just like being creative. I don't look for being viral. The shit, I didn't even know I was up there. Somebody was like, I was in Blue Flame, throwing ones, and my friend was like, you on Shade Room. I'm like, for what? What I do? And it was like, you boxing. Now you singing. They posted you for singing, and I'm like, but it feels good because back then blogs wouldn't post me for any of that. They wouldn't post me for being goofy or TikToks or challenges or singing my ass off. It'd be drama. Right. So I changed my narrative. Like I changed what I wanted them. That you have no choice when you post out this stuff. What can these blogs pull from? That's funny. Yeah. You can't pull a fight or nothing because I'm not posting that. So you have a choice to figure out what can I pull from Jhonni, and that's what they're pulling. And I'm singing down, baby. I'm singing down songs that females are afraid to sing coming up. They're like, I'm not touching no Whitney Houston. I'm not touching no goddamn Mariah Carey. I'm not touching no Celine Dion, no goddamn Christina. I will. Right. Because I don't want to be like y'all. Right. I don't want to be like everybody else.
Because I'm real into boxing. That's one of my favorite sports. And I never knew, like, they did that for, like, that reason.
Hell yeah,
like,
if you look it up, I swear to God, if you look it up, you're going to be like, you see them in the Kitty Hills. The girls in Kitty Hills in pictures in black and white like this, and they got their hands up like this. Yeah. And they're boxing in heels. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now, like, nowadays, you know that celebrity boxing is, like, real big. That's what everybody doing. Would you step in that ring with another female?
Deb tried to get me, and they all declined.
Who?
They had multiple people. They had just did like a list, like, because I don't want to get nobody clout, but it was just a list, and they wasn't having it. They even tried to up the price to see if they would do it. They would not do it. So
you was down, but they wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down because you're not about to beat me up. You're not KOing me.
All right.
It's not. I will Tyson your ass.
Tyson. It's like on the Vlad TV. You said you got to what 40 fist fights, 36 fist fights.
I was exaggerating.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn.
I mean, I doubt. I'm really a sweetheart. I'm a carrying your ass. I call the police now.
You got to protect the bag. So
you feel me? I'm worth money. I ain't gonna make no money in Fulton, but giving my lace front up when I leave. Because somebody wanted her either singing at the top bunk when the bottom bunk out. I ain't got time for that shit. That ain't nothing fine. So nah.
You gotta protect that bag. Now you get too much money. You got to.
To.
Being in jail, make the money go down. So it's like
for real. Like, what is that gonna do for me?
Yeah, just losing money. But before we get out of here, though, just plug anything that you got coming that we should be aware of.
Of course. What's up, you guys? My name is Jhonni, and you can check out me on my website, IamJhonni.com. Lighters, you can get lashes, shirts, hoodies, some cream to cover up them spots. Stream my music. It's on all platforms, and we're gearing up for another single. Shout out to my fans, my family, the staff and team. Shout out to you guys, of course, and lovely. It's Let's Chop It Up podcast. You feel what I'm saying? And follow me on IamJhonni, and that's on all of my stuff. It's I Am Jhonni. So yeah.
Well, I thank you for coming through.
Thank you. I ain't sweating that one time. I told you I'm anemic. I don't know what y'all. Boy, look.
That's why I got to end this, man. I'm out here. It's too hot out here, man.
Peace.